I'd known Tupac before he was born, when Afeni was pregnant with him. When Tupac was shot the first time, he very famously didn't want to stay in the hospital anymore. And then he was convicted of sexual misconduct. So I went to see him in the attorney visiting room, Clinton Prison. He said, "Uncle Jamal," there was a young brother back in the prison ward. He said, "Tupac, I can't believe it's you. You're my hero. You be getting all the women. You done shot at the police. You get all the money." And Tupac said, "Double time out, young brother. If that's why I'm your hero, then I don't need to be anybody's hero." And he said, "Uncle Jamal, I realize I'm probably gonna die. They're gonna kill me because I'm a Shakur. And my choice is, do I wanna go out like Tony Montana from Scarface, or do I wanna go out like Malcolm X? And I wanna go out like Malcolm." He said, "I had been smoking, drinking. I'm sober now, and I'm clear now. I'm gonna deal with my sobriety one day at a time, the way mommy is." And he laid out this vision. So I'm starting these community centers for these kids all around the country. I'm starting these production companies to tell our stories. A lot of folks will say, "Well, what happened?" Because when he came out, he got into the East Coast, West Coast thing, and he was beefing. What you're supposed to do with someone when they tell you, "I'm trying to deal with my sobriety, I'm trying to be focused," is keep things away from them. And then when he got out, there were folks that wanted to pry on that weakness. "Here, Pop, smoke that joint, drink some champagne. You can celebrate your home now." To his credit, within a year of things kind of getting out of control and the beast getting heavy, he himself began to recognize, not only do I have to step away from Sugar and Death Row, I need to squash these beasts. So he had this One Nation project. He created this thing called the Code of Thug Life that caused a lot of young gang members to stop fighting, to stop banging in the hood. He started, building the plans for that community center and for that restaurant and for those businesses. He had gotten engaged to Kadada and was gonna, move fully into film. He loved acting. And he'd be the first to tell you he loved acting more than music. Tupac starred in A Raisin in the Sun at the Apollo when he was 9 years old. I'm sure he'd have like a dozen films, not only that he had starred in, but probably a dozen more that he had directed by this point. The universe and God only knows where arts and activism would be if Tupac, as a young man, he was only 25 years old, how many of us had those wild rides and had life-changing things happen, but did dumb stuff when we were in our teens and our 20s. But if he was still with us, I know that not only the state of the community, but the state of black arts and activism would be in a dynamic place.
Thanks for watching The Root. We hope you enjoyed this video and we'll continue to bring you more that's of interest to you. So leave a comment and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Positive comments only, no trolls.